Welcome back to another video and another weigh-in update, and it feels like ages since I've done one because it has been ages since I've done one. So get yourselves comfortable, get yourself a cuppa, because I did, and I've got lots to talk about. I've got lots of things to address. I'm going to try not to waffle too much because I am quite conscious, especially the other day. I had to cut so much out because I was boring myself. So hopefully I'm going to try and stick to it and be as, I don't know, motivating, shall we say, as I can be. I will try my best. And there's lots of things I want to talk about because something in my eye. I haven't done a weigh-in update since the beginning of September. I've gone through my book. Well, I haven't gone through my book. I've gone to put my weight in this week, and I knew it was going to be a bad one. The reason I didn't weigh last week was because, obviously, with everything that's happened, for those of you that don't know, I took a couple of weeks off because we lost my lovely nan, and it's taken me a while to get back into the swing of things. It's taking, because I'm still taking time, to get back into the swing of things. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get back into the routine of filming and of eating the foods that I've previously eaten that gave me the losses that I had. So previous to me stopping, well, basically, let me have a little look. Previous to me stopping trying, which was around the summer, so I work in a school, I was on holidays, and I was finding it difficult halfway through the holidays. I think knowing I was going away was a big thing, but also we had Nan home as well, and there was a lot going on at the time, so I was finding it really difficult. Up until then, the most I'd lost was 6 stone 3. So that was from when I was at my heaviest. So when I started this time around, which January 2020 was that, and the most I'd lost then was exactly 5 stone. Oh, it was smack bang on. There we are. So smack bang on 5 stone. And since I was at my heaviest, it was 6 stone 3. So then I went away on holidays, only on a little mini cruise, and I just couldn't get back into it. And like I say, because there was a lot going on at home as well, that was the struggle that I was facing. And I was fine, because what I try not to do is give myself too much pressure. But obviously when I'm not giving myself pressure, I'm not going to be trying hard and I'm not losing weight. So everything went out the window, and then beginning of September we lost my lovely nan, and then I've just not got back into it. So what I didn't do last week was weigh, because I thought I'd give myself that extra week thinking that I'd be able to lose a little bit before coming back to do my weigh-in update, so it wouldn't sound so bad. However, that didn't work out quite like that, because I didn't put any pressure on myself. And I think sometimes we do need that bit of pressure, especially when I'm doing something like this. Now, one of my girls said to me, "Mum, do you think you better go back to Slimming World?" And I said no, and I shall tell you but why. The reason I don't want to go back to Slimming World is, don't get me wrong, I loved the plan. I absolutely loved it. Lost all of my weight, more or less, except for the last half a stone on it. Oops. The reason that I don't want to go back to doing it, as in going to the group, is because I started Slimming World in January of 2020, and then March of 2020, obviously, we all know what happened then. So I managed to stay focused, and I managed to stay with it and stick to the plan. So I know that I can do it myself, which is why I think I don't want to have to rely, I don't know whether anybody else that's doing it themselves feels like this, I don't want to have to rely on something else. I know that I've done that in the past, but we weren't going to physical groups, we were just doing it online. So we only had Teams meetings, and that took a while to kick in as well, or Zoom meetings it was, and that was once a week. So the reason I don't want to go back is because I need to be able to lose weight on my own. And all right, this last, since the middle of August, and what are we in now, October, so the last 8 weeks has been difficult. But I've done it previously, and I know that I can do it again. And like I say, I just want to be able to do it myself. there's been a lot going on, and without making excuses, I know I can do it. So I sat down yesterday and did some meal planning, and I'm feeling a bit more motivated, probably because of the gain that I've had and seeing it on that piece of paper. I think if I'd have done the weigh-in update last week, then this week it wouldn't have been quite so bad, but I didn't, so it is what it is. I've gained, I'm going to show you now, a total of £12. Yes, £12. And when I first saw that, I was like, do you know what? I knew it was going to be a big number. I knew it was going to be. It could have been worse. It could have not been so bad, but I've got to accept it. Now, seeing it written down here, I'm going to show you here. So the last weigh-in, as you can see, let me focus that. The last weigh-in was the 4th of September. So that was literally the weekend before we lost Nan. And I haven't worried about it since. And I think, you know, these things are going to happen. This is life, it's all part of it. And we're going to have times where we struggle more than others. And we're going to have times where we find things easy and other people are struggling. And it's how we deal with that that is important. So up until now, I'll be completely honest, like, oh, throwing my arms around, I've just hit my goal on my steps. I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't even, things that I've done, like when I'm cooking food, and it's things that I've never ever done before, ever. I mean, things like chocolate spread and getting a spoon out of the drawer into my mouth. And Tasha said to me, "You didn't double dip." No, I didn't double dip. I just got another spoon and had more chocolate spread, and then another spoon and had more chocolate spread. And I did that one night last week. I've never done that in my life, ever. When I've been cooking food, I've gone looking, knowing full well I'd be having tea, and just gone looking to put something in my mouth. Not because I was hungry at all, because I was cooking. So I knew I was going to be eating in half an hour, 45 minutes. I just couldn't stop myself. So it's coming to terms with knowing that you're in that place and needing to get out of it and trying to train your mind how to do it. So I kind of feel like, because it's been such a long time, that I basically need to start from scratch. Now, if you've watched me for a long time, you know that I never meal plan, ever. But I feel like I need to do something like that, because what I don't want to happen is I don't want to undo all of my hard work. It's as simple as that. I don't want to look back at photos like I've seen me looking, where I've got the rounder face and where I was not quite so happy. So I think it's things like that that are going to make me more determined to get back on it. And this week has to be the week that I'm doing that. So hence the reason why I sat down and did the meal planning. And Megan did it with me as well. She's in university, but she did have to come home this weekend. Everything is just taking those steps and making the effort, because I clearly haven't been. And a £12 gain in a month, it's not the end of the world. Of course it's not the end of the world. There's far more important things happening. I'm well aware, and that's what I want to try and focus on, is that this is life, this is how it's going to be. It needs to be me that takes control, it needs to be me that makes the effort, and that's what I'm going to do this week. So that's it in a nutshell. Basically, I'm kind of starting from scratch. No, I'm not going to rejoin Slimming World, even though I did kind of think about it briefly. But I'm just going to eat the food that I was eating while I was doing Slimming World, but I'm going to count the calories while doing it. And it's obviously worked for me before. So I've done it from home and I can do it. And if anybody else is struggling at the moment, you can do it too. I know sometimes, and this is what you got to tell yourself, because I was sitting there and I was thinking, oh, do I need something? And I thought, no, look at it logically. Look at it logically. You've done it all yourself in the past. and it means you can do it again. So what I don't want is to be one of these yo-yo dieters and go up and down, up and down. It's just, I want to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm sure that's what everybody wants. So I'm taking the steps. First is my diet, and then it needs to be a bit more motivation with exercising, because I haven't really been doing anything like that either. I went for a lovely walk last week, started the day off brilliantly, started the week off brilliantly, and then nothing. So yeah, I'm going to get my food and my head back into it that way first, and then focus on what comes after. We'll see. But thank you so much for sticking with me, because I've had some amazing comments. I really have. The people that are supporting, not just me, but other YouTubers that I follow, whether they're doing Slimming World or calorie counting or Weight Watchers, whatever plan they're doing, we're all wanting the same end result. So thank you for sticking with me, for sticking with us. And hopefully we'll continue to motivate. I'm saying continue, I haven't been very motivating of late. But the plan is to continue to motivate this week. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week ahead. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon.